back to my channel. This is Swift Wellness. I am Ashley, and today we've got a special 15-minute full body workout with just a pair of glider plates. So you might know these by a few different names: exercise sliders, sliding discs, but whatever you know them as, they're a perfect way to add in a little bit of a balance and stability challenge into an at-home workout. Of course, if you prefer longer workouts, make sure to check out our channel to find 30-minute workouts to add into your day. And then, of course, as always, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single workout each week. Let's get started. So for our workout today, we're going to go through a series of exercises, spending 1 minute on each exercise, and then we'll have a minute rest and recovery in between before we start the whole thing over again. So of course this will be 15 minutes, so I encourage you to not stop, not let yourself, give yourself that little bit of a break. Try to stay in the position the entire time, knowing that it only lasts 60 seconds and we'll move on to the next exercise. So let's go ahead and get started. Grab your glider plates. We're going to walk out into a push-up with a tuck today. So what I want you to do is I want you to take those plates right underneath those feet, walk it out into a hand plank, come down into that push-up. When you come back to the tuck, you're going to bring those knees into the chest and then back out. So down into that push-up and then into the chest. Here, of course, you always have that modification if you need to during the push-up. Drop down to your knees, bring it back up, and then bring it in. But you're really focusing on pulling through with those knees, pulling them right into the chest. So in that push-up, push down, push away, knees into the chest, and then back out. You've got 15 seconds, and then we're going into the next one. So pulling it in, pushing it back out. You can always catch your breath here if you need to in that plank position. You've got 10 seconds. Press up, in, and out. On that next one, we're gonna hold it out. We're gonna take that left knee, we're gonna bring it to our left elbow, and then back. So right knee, right elbow, and back. Again, moving just quickly through, holding that plank position, wanting to make sure that that shoulder stays directly over that hand, core stays engaged, squeezed in nice and tight. Holding in that core position. If you can't bring that elbow and knee together, you can always try to bring it as close as you can for your flexibility. But it's back out, together. Good, you've got 20 seconds. Here, right and left. Good. Holding in that position, you should feel those shoulders working, warming up through the chest, holding through the core, driving in that elbow, feeling it in the glutes, the hamstrings, the hips, the side oblique as you pull it around to the outside and back and back. Good, you've got it 3 seconds, and we're gonna push out into a mountain climber. So this time those elbows stay exactly in that same position. You're gonna bring those knees into the chest as quickly as you can. You're working on a little bit of a cardio break here already, about 3 minutes into the workout. Think about driving those knees as quickly as possible. Bringing knees into the chest, moving quickly. You're only here for a minute, only here for 60 seconds. Think about moving as quickly as possible, keeping those shoulders directly over. Moving quickly here, good. You've got it. 20 seconds, and then we're gonna switch over onto our back. So keep those shoulders right over the hand. Keep moving. If you have to, you can always hold in that plank. That is your modification. Quick drop to the knees if you need to. But I want you to think about keeping that breath, tucking that pelvis, holding tight. You've got 10 seconds. Back, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Drop over, you're gonna drop onto your back. So you're gonna slide down, bring those glider plates to the floor. Think about laying down nice and flat, pressing your low back into the ground. Push your hips all the way up. We're gonna start this first round with an alternating leg. So hands into the ground, heel slides out, and heel slides back in. Good, think about keeping your hips up all the way out and back. Good, you wanna think about keeping that heel directly into that glider plate so that you don't lose tension, you don't lose traction. Good, press. Good, you've got 20 seconds.
Extending that leg out as long as possible, trying to think about not letting those hips drop. Slide it back in, use that hamstring. It's out and in, out. Good, you've got 10 seconds. Use that glute all the way. We're working on that high knee. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, good. You've got tricep push-ups now, same position. Keep those heels on those glider plates. Fingertips turn into your hips. Pop up, shift that weight backwards, and from here, we're gonna press out with the leg as we lower down and switch. So same movement as that glute bridge, but this time you're adding in a little bit of a tricep bend. Press, press, good. So of course, if that's too difficult for you, you can always bring your butt down to the ground. Same position, keep those elbows angled back, and extend that leg back to center. And then back. This way it takes off a little bit of the weight off of your body, but you're still able to get that same range of movement, same range of motion. Good, you've got 10 seconds, back to center and out. Leaning back into your wrists, and you're using those triceps if you're on the ground, keeping the weight over those hands if you're up. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's flip back over again. This time we're switching over to our plank. We're going back one last time. You've got some shoulder slide. So here's what this looks like. This time I'm gonna put the plates underneath my hands, popping up into that high hand plank. I'm gonna reach forward with that plank and then reach out. So as I shift, I'm focused on keeping my hips as square and as straight as possible. Don't rotate through the hips. You're just reaching as far and as possible. Good. If that's too much on your wrist or you have sensitive wrists, you can drop to your knees. Same position. From here, you're reaching forward and then back. Forward, back. And uses a lot of core as we're controlling it. Extend, back, extend. Good, you've got 10 seconds. We're switching over to our obliques. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Here's how we're gonna work on those obliques today. You're gonna take one plate, you can set one to the side. One is gonna go behind that top heel. 2 options, this is your slightly easier option. That bottom knee stays down. If you want a higher challenge, you can lift your hips up and take that toe and slide it forward as far as we can, and then shift it back. So you're gonna come forward and back. Again, this is your modification, dropping that bottom knee, popping up, sliding it forward and back. It's crucial that you press that toe into the slider. You might lose connection with that slider. So keep the hip pressed up and over. Good, you've got it. Good, you've got 3 seconds. We're gonna switch to the other side. Exactly the same. 2 and 1. Good, switch sides. Take that same glider on that top toe. Take that elbow, stack it directly underneath that shoulder. Find your positioning. If you were on the knee on the other side, that's fine on this side too. You're bringing it through and back to center. Using that whole glute, that glute med, that hip flexor, as you bring it all the way through and back to center. Good, you've got it pressed down into that slider plate. Got 30 seconds. After this, we're gonna get a full minute break. We'll go through a little stretch very quickly, and then we'll go through that one more time, and then you're out of here. Your 15-minute full body workout is already halfway through in 15 seconds. Good, you've got it. You've got 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set it down. You've got that minute-long break. Let's roll onto our backs. Take a nice knee into the chest stretch. Roll from side to side. Good. Take a deep breath as you bring your heart rate back down before we start that second set. Rock up to seated. Let's go ahead and take that right arm across the body, big tricep stretch. Good, feeling it in your shoulder, across the tricep, across the bicep. Take it up and overhead. We're opening up those shoulders for the second round. Good, and switch sides.
Left arm comes across the body, good shoulder and tricep stretch. A deep breath. And then go straight up, same thing, left elbow comes directly overhead as we pull it down. Good, we've got 10 seconds, so we're gonna grab back into that push-up with that tuck. Good, roll the shoulders one more big time. And then let's go ahead, take those sliders. This is your second set. This is the last 7 minutes, which means you're out of here. So again, placing them underneath your toes, walking up into that hand plank. We're gonna go into that push-up, and then we're gonna bring those elbows and those knees to meet as we press back out. Good. Here, bring them in. Good. All the way down and up. Good. Just a reminder, of course, you can always drop to your knees for that push-up. Hop back into that plank. Bring those knees into the chest and out. Again, you're focusing on keeping that shoulder directly over the hand in that plank. Whether your knees are here or your knees are up in that plank. You've got 10 seconds. One last one. Bring the knees in and out. Good. You got it. 3, 2, and now bringing that same knee to same elbow and then pushing back. Same thing. Knee to elbow. Good. If you want an added challenge this time, add that push-up as you bring that knee to that elbow. Challenges your triceps a little bit more as you push back into that push-up. You'll feel your chest light up, triceps light up, feeling that knee come into the chest. A few different options. If you want to do it from the knees, of course you always can, but bringing that same knee to same elbow. You've got 20 seconds, whether you're here at that pulse or you're just holding in that plank, you've got it. Staying nice and tall, we're gonna go into that mountain climber, starting in 10 seconds. So hold that core in tight, stack that shoulder directly over those hands. We're going in 3, 2, 1, good. Work out that mountain climber this time. It's your last minute, so you wanna work as quickly as possible. Driving those knees into the chest, engaging the core, working quickly to bring those knees to the center of your body as quick as you can. You're already there, you're already 20 seconds in. Working, getting this cardio burst in the center of your workout, using those gliders, feeling the resistance, working as hard as possible to bring those knees into the chest. Make sure that that shoulder is directly over those hands. Work, press against those plates, holding nice and tall, making sure your butt doesn't wind up here. We want to stay in that nice plank as long as possible as you bring those knees in. If you have to slow it down, you always can. That's always an option. You should feel it in your quads, in your hamstrings, in your low abs as we're finishing out this last 10 seconds before we switch to the other side. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lay it down. We're going to switch over to that glute bridge. Take those heels and drive them into those glider plates. We're rolling over onto our back. Take one deep breath. Hands into the mat. We're going to go ahead and pop up onto our heels. This time we'll do it a little bit differently. Keeping those hips lifted. Both legs go out and then both legs come in. This is going to be a lot more challenging on your hamstrings. So bring them out and in. You might find that you might not be able to go as far. That's okay. Focus on squeezing your glutes to the very, very top. Press all the way out, all the way in. Good. And of course, if that's too challenging, switch from left to right, just like we did before. Stay nice and tall, pressing through the glutes, squeezing at the top, alternating the right. Good. The left. Good. You've got it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, good. 1, good. Bring those hips all the way down. You've got it. We're going to walk up into that tricep push-up. Same thing as the glutes. This time when we press down, we're going to press out with those legs and back up. I'm keeping the weight directly over my hands. So as I bend down, I extend and back up. Again, you have that option to bring your butt to the ground, to the mat, and extend and bring all the way up, pulling the chest to the sky, staying nice and tall. This
extend, up, down, up. Good. Stay nice and low. I want you to drop down here. If your butt is not already on the ground for the last 10 seconds, I want you to bring it down. Stay low. We're just gonna pulse. Good. Bringing my heels out, my arms back. Feeling that burn in the triceps. We've got 5 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch those triceps out, flip around. Bring those hands to the top of the glider plate. That same positioning, we're gonna walk out into that plank shoulder reach. So again, shoulder stacks directly over wrist. Reach forward, back, forward, back. Good. Think about trying to get as far as you can, reaching almost like past the mat, past your range of motion, trying to get that furthest extension you can. Good. If you want an added challenge for the second set, you can always pick up the opposite leg, bring it back down. Opposite leg, bring it back down. You've got it. Good. You've got 10 seconds. Good. You've got that balance challenge. 3. Good. 2. We're almost to the very end. 1. Good. Go ahead, drop those knees down. We've got 1 set of obliques and we are out of here. We are done today. Set that glider plate to the side. Let's drop down onto that right hip. Elbow directly under that shoulder. Pop up onto that hip. That toe is underneath that glider. Press the hip to the sky. Bring it all the way to center and back. Good. This time on the way through, what I want you to do is I want you to add a dip. So now dip up. Extend that leg. Good. Dip up. Extend. Of course, here's your challenge. Take that bottom foot, stack it. Hips come down, extend, hip down, extend. You've got it. You've got 3 more. We're gonna switch in 10 seconds. 2, good. Next one, we'll drop it down. 1, good. Last one, guys. Switch over the last minute of class. That weight comes over to the opposite side. Challenge yourself to pop up into that side plank. Take that toe all the way. Make sure to add in that dip. Good. And a big extension of that front leg. Back to center. Down. Good. And up. Good. You're almost there. You're almost to the final stretch of class today. It's down. It's up. Keeping tension on that glider plate. Don't let it drop. Don't let those hips drop. Control. Keep your body in one line. Big extension. Last 15 seconds. Good. You've got it all the way, guys. 10 seconds. Press the hip. Use that leg. Down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Go ahead and roll back into child's pose. Open those knees. Extend those arms long. Great work today, guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed this 15-minute workout and maybe you even found a new favorite piece of equipment in these exercise sliders. As always, I want to hear how the workout went for you. Did you take the added challenges? Did you need the modifications? Let me know in the comments below so I can build the best workout for you. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends so that you don't miss a single workout we upload each week. Have a great day.